Hey geeks, Tim Tibbetts here with MajorGeeks.com, and today I'm going to show you Reimage PC Scan and Repair. I'm not showing it on the screen yet because it's going to go right into a scan. So just to give you a little warning, I'm going to fire this right up and let it scan while I talk to you to kill some time. Essentially what Reimage is going to do is scan your computer for any errors. If you're getting blue screens of death, if you had recent malware infection, for example, anything you're doing with your computer that could be giving you errors. This thing's going to go through your computer, scan everything, and see what it can find. It's going to offer to reboot you into safe mode, at which point it will go through and make all the repairs. There's a lot of stuff in here, registry, DLL files. You've got to check all the files on your machine. This is a pretty fast computer, so just to give you an idea, it's probably going to take at least a few minutes to scan. On your computer, it could go, if you have a slower computer, it could go 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And the repairs could go into an hour. But it might just be able to fix any problems you're having and kind of get your computer back to the original state that it was when you started out. It is a shareware program. Let's keep that in mind. So you will want to be aware that to actually do any repairs, you will need to purchase the program. As you can see, it's compiling everything now. It's going to take a little bit. We can go through and show you all the different things that it does here because it's actually pretty neat. Just as a system information tool, let me scroll this puppy back up. For once, it's getting ahead of me. As you can see, it's going to do a system information. There is my processor. There's my motherboard right down to the serial number. There is the memory I have installed. My two 1 terabyte hard drives. The temperature on the machine, my video card, and the memory on the video card, the available space on my system partition, and it compares it to a worldwide average, as well as the total size of your hard drives, and again, the worldwide average. As you can see, just in this couple minutes of talking, we've kind of caught up with where the program is. It will give you some more information coming up shortly, which can be useful to just about anybody. Once again, there's a memory comparison to worldwide. I think there's a information page linked to it as well with a comparison. It should be popping up here somewhere. Well, heck, we're caught up with it. So how about this? So these two guys are sitting at a bar, and the one guy says to the other guy, "I slept with your mother." The guy didn't say anything. The bar's looking around. They're wondering what's going to happen next. The guy says it again. "I slept with your mother." Well, finally, the other guy speaks up and says, "Dad, you're drunk. Go home." Yeah, that's why I'm a computer geek. All right. Well, now this thing's moving again. I killed an extra minute of your time with a bad joke. Your central processing unit has 4 cores. There's my CPU. The estimated hard disk speed, and it tells you if it's excellent. This is where you get some great information. You can read a little bit more here, go into the CPU benchmarks, get all sorts of detail on here. Best value, look for your own model. This is the Passmark software page. We can rely on them. We list all their software, a good company. Your temperature of the CPU, which is important. Overheating can cause major problems. As you can see, my temperature is just fine. I did scan and repair already, so I'm not going to find any problems. One thing I will give Reimage credit for, they don't do any scare tactics. Some of these guys will come up and invent problems, sort of like a spyware program telling you you're infected because you have cookies on your computer. Everything that Reimage found, I know was a problem. I knew Windows Explorer crashed, it showed me that. I knew my web browser had crashed, it showed me that. Everything on there I could confirm. There were no false positives on here. And so as you can see, since I had scanned my machine, everything comes up as 100% good. You can click here to read a little bit more about possible PC problems, reboots, blue screens, freezes, all the stuff that we were mentioning earlier, instability, and so on and so forth. From here, you can start repair, but if you click that, it's going to pop the page up to buy it. Otherwise, you need to enter your key here. This is about as far as I can go showing you, because in order to repair or replace any kind of damaged files, you're going to have to do that from safe mode. So once you hit start repair, it's going to reboot your computer, run it in safe mode, go through all of this again. So in most cases, you're going to need at least 15 minutes to run this program thoroughly, I would assume, for the average person. So that said, I did do a little video on the other end when I had rebooted and everything had been repaired. If all goes well, I can patch those two together and call it one single video. Let's see how this works out. And we're back. Reimage has restarted the computer out of safe mode. It has finished all my repairs. installed any fresh files required, removed any faulty files. From here you can simply give feedback and hit send, type in whatever you want. And of course they have some handy tips here which I like a lot. You can get some information on backing up, stuff that Major Geeks has always told you about, defragmenting your drive, running scan disk, making sure you have a firewall installed, freeing up disk space, etc. Tech support, you always want to find this when you're paying for a program, and here you can get it frequently asked questions, support tutorials, top 5 support, troubleshooting wizard, problems with your key, etc. And finally it warns you here at the bottom, I don't mean warn, it lets you know that if you're not satisfied with what happened here, that you can uninstall the application with one click. You can restore your system back to where it was. I've had no problem, so I'm quite happy with it. I'm going to keep it on my machine. And I guess that about covers it. Give the program a shot. Once again, you can scan, see any kind of problems you have, get some great system information for free. Of course, it is a shareware program. To do these repairs that you have seen me do, you will need to buy the program. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.